Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, introduce me from Group 6 as moderator, who will introduce my group members. Aditya Faras Rahman, with name 200591112. Abdul Ilmi Mufid, with name 200591114. And myself, namely Fadidano Azizah, with name 200591130. The business idea that we will discuss is Bohoshipda restaurant with a typical Asian menu. Have a good time watching! Reason why we are choose Bohoshipda restaurant. Lately, Asian food is showing its popularity again. In addition to its delicious and healthy taste, Asian food is also often a trending topic because it often appears in various films and social media. Because of this, many Indonesians have started looking for the most famous Asian food in order to satisfy their curiosity about the food that often appears in dramas and on social media. For this reason, Bohoshipda restaurant is here as a cure for Indonesian people's curiosity about trying Asian food. By making a business based on what people like, it will increase the sales of Bohoshipda restaurant so that it will result in high company profits. And that is our main goal in choosing this business. Taking the name Bohoshipda comes from the Korean language which means to miss. The choice of this name is motivated by our desire that the atmosphere of the restaurant and the food served is always missed by consumers, so that consumers become loyal to our restaurant. The second reason is Korean culture is very booming among young people, so taking this name will attract the desire of young people to stop by our restaurant and taste the rich dish what we serve. 2. Bohoshipda restaurant logo. The choice of colors for the restaurant Bohoshipda logo certainly has a certain meaning. 1. The black color in the logo symbolizes emotional strength in the form of strength, courage, sophistication, authority, and elegance. In addition, the black color which reflects the mystery shows that the main target market is young people. Therefore, black is often the colors of world-famous brands such as Nike, Louis Vuitton, Puma, and others. 2. The white colors on the Bohoshipda restaurant logo symbolize the scientific and pure of the restaurant brand. Neutral white colors is very suitable to be paired with black so that it will create a contrasting effect. So, if these two are combined, it will produce a balanced, neutral, and elegant restaurant image. Products offered by Bohoshipda restaurant. The menu at the Bohoshipda restaurant is chosen based on Asian food that is covered by the Indonesian people both in terms of taste and shape, which is not too far from authentic Indonesian culinary. An example is the Korean dish bulgogi. Many say that bulgogi is similar in taste to semur daging. With a taste that is almost similar, Indonesian consumers will quickly become familiar with Asian food outside of Indonesia served by Bohoshipda restaurant. In addition, the menu selection is all selected based on the level of fame. For example, the Dalgona candy from South Korea, which is recently famous for the Squid Game drama, has sparked people's attention and curiosity. Realizing this opportunity, Bohoshipda restaurant also included the Dalgona candy menu in its menu list in order to increase sales while also treating people's curiosity. 2. The internal and external environmental in Bohoshipda restaurant. 1. Internal environmental in Bohoshipda restaurant. A. Human resource aspect. Because the Bohoshipda restaurant is a small business, the main manager is only chosen from among the 3 founders of the restaurant and of course considers the objective aspect in his selection. Because the business is still small, the Bohoshipda restaurant only has a simple organizational structure which consists of owners, leaders, financial management, and employees. Job description and job specification are made clearly and carried out according to their respective duties. If the employee completes his job well, the Bohoshipda restaurant will give a reward in the form of a salary increase. B. Financial aspect. Restaurant revenues are calculated at the beginning by the cashier and submit to the financial manager to be calculated accurately as material for making financial reports. The main capital was obtained by a joint venture between the three founders and was supplemented with the assistance of lenders from the bank. C. Aspect of organizational culture. The organizational culture has been well structured and practices discipline. The restaurant enforces appropriate working hours, which is open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., rest is given from 12 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 10 minutes when it's time for prayer. D. Research and development aspect. Product innovation research is carried out by looking at the booming Asian culinary trends in Indonesia and taking references from famous Asian culinary drama and social media. A. Information system aspect. Bohoshipda restaurant doesn't have an information system because it is still a small business. F. Production aspect. Efforts made by Bohoshipda restaurant in creating products that have high quality include trying to get high quality raw materials, maintaining continuity of raw materials and processing, utilizing production facilities optimally, and trying to make the number of products every day according to consumer demand. The technology used by restaurant in production is adequate. The restaurant has a strong relationship with raw material suppliers, workers who already have sufficient skill with restaurant standard. G. Marketing aspect. Restaurant conduct market research by paying attention to areas that have been reached by other companies to see opportunities. The restaurant serve its customer well by taking a family approach. Do promotion by spreading products through social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. 2. External environmental in Bohoshipda restaurant. A. Government aspect. Government policies and political stability are important factors in business, and when supportive political situation will have an impact on the business world. Stable political condition can have a positive influence on restaurant, while unstable political condition can have a negative influence on restaurant, even being able to shut down business. One of the government policies that must be considered by Bohoshipda restaurant is the existence of the Padang City Regional Number 5 of 2012 concerning the implementation and retribution of business service permits and Regional Regulation Number 6 of 2011 concerning restaurant tax. Already have an SNI certificate to ensure the quality standard and also the feasibility of the product has any pulse and is in accordance with the standard imposed by the government. B. Economic aspect. Indonesia's economic condition have an influence on the sales of Bohoshipda restaurant. When the country economic is sluggish, sales become sluggish because people purchasing power is reduced and it can result in Bohoshipda restaurant not developing or out of business. C. Social and cultural aspect. The lifestyle of Indonesian people who like to hang out or relax in their spare time will benefit Bohoshipda restaurant because it can increase sales. D. Technology aspect. With technology, especially in the culinary field, it can reduce human errors, secure sensitive information, good communication process to consumers and between internal restaurants, so that they can expand the market by promoting through Instagram, Facebook, web, etc. Demographic aspect. Coming from the large number of young people, this will provide opportunities for Bohoshipda restaurant because, in general, the younger generation likes Asian culture, especially Korean culture. F. Aspect of industry competition. Because now there are so many restaurants that cause intense competition, Bohoshipda restaurant will continue to innovate, such as adding unique menu, adequate facilities.
Okay, I will present material number 3 to 4. A. Job analysis. Restaurant manager. Job description of restaurant manager is the purpose of the establishment of the position for managing a restaurant, so that it is structured in terms of human resource, marketing, production, and finance. Mandates and responsibilities, that is, manage restaurant inventory, responsible for managing restaurant marketing, receive input, and set the menu that is presented, prepare special customer events, ensure that the standards of cleanliness and work safety can be met properly, supervise the performance of employees such as waiters, cashier, barista, and chef, manage the restaurant budget. Number 2, chef. Job description of chef is the purpose of the position. The chef is responsible for coordinating and directing all activities in the kitchen, making menu creation, setting pricing for menus, and ordering quality food supplies to suppliers. Restaurant chef duties and responsibilities, that is, plan the menu, propose menu item to the restaurant manager, ensure the quality food is good, and fix the price accordingly, manage raw material storage, manage restaurant hygiene and health procedures, direct and recruit kitchen staff, prepare food according to company standards, responsible for the cleanliness of the kitchen, food storage, warehouse, and all kitchen equipment. Job specification of chef. Restaurant chef qualification, that is, minimum education diploma 3 culinary, male or female age 25 to 40, have experience in the culinary field at least 2 years. Personal abilities and qualification, that is, ability to process and create food well, highly committed, disciplined work, and active in work. Have knowledge about standardization of food began serve. Take the initiative to innovate in the development of cuisine. Number 3, kitchen staff. Job description of kitchen staff is the purpose of the creation of the job for with the aim of helping the chef work so that can be make the chef job fast and efficient. Kitchen staff duties and responsibilities, that is, doing preparation in the kitchen, cook and food orders according to restaurant SOP, assisting the chef in ensuring the stock of raw material and reporting to the chef when the raw material and are running low, preparing food ingredient to be cooked, ensure that food ingredients and kitchen utensils are stored properly and are suitable for use. Check the quality of ingredient before cooking. Assist the chef in maintaining cleanliness and safety in the kitchen. Job specification of kitchen staff. Qualification, that is, male or female at least 17 to 30 years old. Minimum education is high school. Have experience or training that field the culinary at least 1 1 year. Required skill and personality: kitchen staff that is honest, active, and creative, able to work with a team, have minimum English language skill around the culinary world, have loyalty and commitment to work, able to work under pressure. B. Cashier. Job description of cashier is: the purpose of the establishment of the job to serve customer in making purchases so that it will accelerate sales target. Kitchen staff duties and responsibilities is receive payment from customer and run restaurant sales, provide menu information to customers, deposit money from restaurant sales transaction, provide sales report to restaurant managers. Job specification of cashier. Job qualification is female or female, maximum 30 years old, minimum high school education, equivalent, preferably have work experience as a cashier. Qualification, ability, and personality is: have good communication skill, have a good level of accuracy, able to communication well, honest, and have a friendly to customer and cafe staff. E. Waiters. Job description of waiter is: other to maximize service to customer properly and satisfactorily. Restaurant waiter duties and responsibilities is: memorize all the menus in the menu list, greet customer when they come, clean the customer table and tableware when the customer has left the restaurant, receive and deliver order to customer tables, provide assistance to customer when called by customer, maintain the cleanliness of the restaurant. Job specification. Job qualification is: male or female, maximum age 25 years, minimum education is senior high school, minimum 1 year experience as a waiter, net and clean appearance. Abilities and personality is: responsible, disciplined, sociable, and friendly to customer and restaurant staff. F. Cleaning service. Job description of cleaning service is: purpose of the work so that the Bohoshipda restaurant can always be clean, have a neat environment so as to provide comfort to customers. Duties and responsibilities is: cleaning the Bohoshipda restaurant environment, remain all ranks of the restaurant, the maintain cleanliness, maintain for facilities and tools such as broom, mops, toilet, cleaning equipment, trash cans. Obligate to make a work report that all job description have been implemented. Job specification of cleaning service is: male and female, maximum age 40 years, minimum education is high school graduate, understand the company SOP and province in cleaning. Qualification, abilities, and behavior is: honest and responsible, friendly to customer and company staff. B. Recruitment. The following is an example of CV and cover letter. C. Employee selection. Job interview do and job interview done. Job interview do is: dress neatly and attractive, apply body language, greet the interview for a friendly impression, wait until you're invited to sit before you sit down, sit with an upright posture, be good listener and good speaker and smile. Answer question based on facts, maintain a contact especially when answer question from the interview. Job interview done is come too late, dress untidy and attractive, answer yes and no only, lie, giving bad comments about the whole company, overacting, showing facial expression or suddenly passive with the interview session, asking salary and bonus or leave. D. Why or when English for business is useful for human resource? 1. When English for business is useful for human resource is when a company requires employees who are proficient in English, or when recruiting employees with the condition that they are proficient in English. So prospective employees must have experience in speaking English. If someone is not proficient in English, the company will hold an English course or training. Why is English for business useful for human resource is shaping the professionalism of its employee along with the increasing quality and of human resource through fluent communication in English. It will certainly show the professionalism of company employees. Increase company value with the increase in English language skill, especially communication. It will also encourage an increase in company value. Effectively get the less information, the advantage of being effective or easier is to get the latest information, especially information from the global market. Number 4. Operation management. Why or when English for business is useful for operation management? When they use English in operation management is negotiation for goods and tools with overseas parties, connecting well the foreign suppliers and distributors in order to increase the productivity of employees outside Indonesia. Workers must work optimal and carry all their duties satisfactorily. Why use English in operation management? Because English is a universal language that will be useful in negotiation, foreign trade, and cooperation in outside Indonesia, and communicating with outside Indonesian employee.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I introduce my name is Aditya Faras Rahman. I will read the material about using English for business marketing. First, product. In marketing, company should produce product in accordance with the demands or needs of the community. Second, price. In marketing, price is a reflection of the value of the products offered, so that it becomes a very important element. In marketing, price must be determined carefully by considering production price, economic condition, and market condition, in order for consumers to accept the price given by Bohoshipda restaurant. The restaurant must provide price negotiation in the form of the discount and the best promo. Third, distribution. In marketing, distribution is the distribution of goods to consumers. In marketing, distribution also determines the price of the product. For example, sending food products from a Bohoshipda restaurant to the island of Java takes a long time, as a result of which distribution costs are expensive and have an effect on the price of the product. For customers, in marketing, customers greatly affect the marketing of Bohoshipda restaurants. Bohoshipda restaurants must be able to understand the behavior and attitudes of each individual who is the target market in order to provide culinary that is accordance with the wishes of the target market. 5. Marketing. In marketing of the restaurant's product, it is done by means of promotion. The main purpose of promotion is so that consumers know more and feel interest in trying to buy the product, whether it's a product in the form of goods or service. In promotional activities, Bohoshipda restaurant must be able to change consumer perception to be positive about the products being sold. Promotion can be done in various ways, whether it's offline, for example, face-to-face, or door-to-door, to online marketing, namely through social media, the internet, and much more. The next material is when do you use English for business in finance department. Business English use when preparing financial statement preparation. By presenting report using English, it will make it easier for foreign investors who have invested the company to understand the context or the financial statement. If foreign investors easily understand the information contained in the financial statement, there will be transparency of information in international business. The next material is risk management. Risk is the potential occurrence and even the will cause losses to the company. Of course, Bohoshipda restaurant is also inseparable from the possibility of risks. For this reason, restaurant managers and restaurant owners try to manage risks so that the observation are not too significant for the company. The possible risks are: first, operation risks. The risks caused by internal errors such as human errors, system errors, and production process. A. Internal risks at the Bohoshipda restaurant itself. The operational risks, the way occur the risks irresponsible employees. For this reason, restaurant owners and coordinating with the restaurant manager supervise the performance of the employees. In addition, CCTV cameras are also installed in important locations for restaurant, such as the checkout counter in the kitchen and the cafe room. B. Technology risks on the technology side. Bohoshipda restaurant may experience data risks that are important to the company, such as sell the data. To manage these risks, Bohoshipda restaurant cooperates with software providers. So if there are complicated problems with the technology system, the restaurant will contact the software provider. In addition, the restaurant will also make data security in the form of a user access and password in the data are known the restaurant or owners and managers only to prevent data leakage. Process risk in terms of the risk of process errors. Bohoshipda restaurants. C. My experience errors in the process of making foods that can disappoint consumers. To overcome this, the Bohoshipda restaurant alias provides periodic training to restaurant and kitchen staff. They can provide knowledge of Asian cuisine so as to produce the best food. C. External risks. And finally, there are external risks. Is it possible the Bohoshipda restaurant also experience external risks, such as fire, natural disaster, death by irresponsible parties and others. To manage the risks due to death, Bohoshipda restaurant will install CCTV in an important corner of the restaurant, such as on the counter, in the kitchen, staff room, and restaurant room. If someone caught stealing, the Bohoshipda restaurant will report it to the authorities. If the staff and ranks are caught cheating, the restaurant will immediately lay off the preparation of the theft. To manage the risk due to fire, Bohoshipda restaurant always provide of like fire extinguisher as far to a fire. Second, hazards management. Hazard is a condition that recovers the occurrence of risks. For example, the restaurant manager always checks and orders the main chef, machines, maintenance to avoid fires. In addition, the Bohoshipda restaurant building also made non-combustible materials such as fire-resistant plywood and bricks, so that it can manage the occurrence of hazards. Third, financial risk management. Financial risk comes from the company financial risks and can come from the risk of income, expenditure, investment, and debt. First, income risk can be caused by a reduce of lost source of restaurant income. To overcome this, the restaurant must install its marketing and seek a positive image from consumers so that the company sells ensures so that it had an impact on increasing revenue. Second, the risk of restaurant expenses. Of course, when restaurant expenses are greater than the usual restaurant income due to renovation, disaster, and others. To manage these risks, the restaurant must carry out budgeting that prioritizes necessary expenses. In addition, the restaurant must establish an emergency fund so that the restaurant cash flow remains stable. Third, investment risks can occur if there inflation, depression, debt, and damage to the restaurant investment assets. Of course, Bohoshipda restaurant also invests in certain parties to avoid investment risks. The restaurant must be observant in studying investment assets related to the risk and always check the financial goals in order to choose investment that are in accordance with the restaurant financial goals. 4. Debt and credit risk occurs when the Bohoshipda restaurant has too much the debt that it cannot be paid and the restaurant is stuck in paying high debt interest so that it's difficult to pay it. In order to avoid these risks, the restaurant must study debt in the debt such as interest rates and consider the ability by the restaurant to avoid these risks. Thank you for watching our video. If there are any shortcomings, we apologize. I end this. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.